you mentioned some things that immediately came to my mind, how much time saving that customer would have, because let's go with the AI.
Mhm.
Well, I don't want to talk to a robot. Well, it's really not I am a robot, tell me your problems. Hello, everyone. I'm Gary Raze with Eugene Spotlights. And this month, we are in February, and I get the opportunity, because we have the great ability to interview different businesses throughout Lane County. And this time, Randy Bett and your particular business is Best Town Agents and also Optimize Media Marketing. So the media, of course, is the marketing part is a big deal. I happen to use part of your services for my own real estate, but Randy, you do more than just optimize marketing for realtors. What all do you do?
Well, that's a good question, Gary. And for those of you who already know Optimized Media Marketing, it's been around for more than a decade. What the whole emphasis is on local businesses,
Okay.
home services, and obviously real estate related services. And we package it up, different packages for those companies there as far as digital marketing. Now that could be video marketing, social media marketing, the paid ads that people see on Google and Facebook. It could be what's called search engine optimization, or SEO, website design and development. So we take a look at doing all of that for local businesses in Lane County, and actually even across the state and other states as well.
I looked you up and you are everywhere. And so I was impressed. And I know that all the things that you mentioned, there are so many people out there that are great at their business, and they get after it and they are very successful with their business, but they don't know optimization. They don't know social media. They're too busy doing their job. So you provide a service that is extremely beneficial to businesses throughout. Well, actually, throughout the United States, but we're lucky that we have you here in Lane County. So, if I was a particular business, I happen to have an auto shop, for example, and I'm darn good at what I do, but I'm oblivious to how to do social marketing. You would guide me through the whole process. And the second question is there parts that I could subscribe to, or do I have to subscribe to the whole thing?
That's a really good question. So let's use the auto shop, for example.
Okay.
So most of the shops are actually very, very busy. Sometimes they lack the ability to either follow up with customers, reply to customers, and especially online right now, with the ability of AI right now, we have the ability to put a what's called a chat bot, on the website that can answer back. And this is the bonus right now. It can answer back in a text version or even in a voice. So you can communicate by voice by talking back and forth, especially on your phone. If you were to talk to the auto shop, the owner can't make it there. The chat bot will come up and actually talk to you. And you ask a question about your transmission. It'll go through that and say, well, you know what? We can have you come in and check out your transmission, and they will actually schedule the date for the auto shop automatically. And the owner and the rest of the techs are all busy working. They look at their calendar, and Mrs. Smith is going to be in on Thursday at 9 a.m. to check out the transmission and do that diagnosis. So that's really, really a big bonus there. The second part of your question was, do you have to buy the whole package, or can you divide it up? And we find that it works both ways. We have somebody that comes in and they say, you know what, we want to focus on our Google business profile because we want to show up in the top of the maps or the top of the search. We can do that individually as a standalone service, or we can package it up with advertising, SEO, video marketing, and so on. So we have a lot of flexibility that way, and we generally have three packages, which would be, somebody that's just starting out, but they do need online exposure. Then we have somebody that says, you know what, I've got a good business, but I know I have to maintain it. And then the last group is really in the growth mode. They're saying, you know what, we want to grow our business, possibly even take over other businesses because of our growth. The bonus is that we're finding, and this is probably really important for everybody across all of the states, is that when you're online, you attract better customers, but you also attract better people to work in your business because they realize you're investing in your business. It's a company that's on the grow, so they see a lot of potential there. That is a real big bonus now when you're seeking people to work for you, but you can't find the employees, right?
Yes.
So now all of a sudden it's like this business is moving on. I need to maybe send my resume in there. So that's kind of a perk that a lot of people don't realize it happens.
You mentioned some things that immediately came to my mind, how much time saving that customer would have, because let's go with the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to talk to a robot. Well, it's really not, I am a robot, tell me your problems. It's not really about that,
Mm-hmm.
but they asked pertinent questions that dealt with, like the transmission.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear a noise? Is it heating up? Or all those kind of questions that they can answer in their own speed and not get flustered because they're talking to a mechanic and quickly trying to diagnose everything, helping him diagnose the problem. But being able to answer questions, and then the mechanic will see those and already have a good time-saving process of getting to the exact problem of that particular automobile.
Yeah.
I see that as a real benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the ability then, Randy, to go ahead and provide 3 different services that help, bottom line, every one of these help their business. And cost efficiency. It's really an inexpensive process if you think about it, because if you garner one customer from all the marketing you did that month, it's already paid for itself, hasn't it?
Oh, easily.
And the word easily is important, by the way, because what your goal, of course, is to garner more than one customer from all of this. But once it's done, it's done. In other words, it's in place. It's in place, and it can continue for as long as you want to keep that process going. So we have a lot of businesses here in Lane County that certainly could use your help.
Right.
So bottom line is, how in the world would they get a hold of you?
Yeah. Well, they can track us down online for sure at Optimized Media Marketing. You do a search for it, we'll show up. And Gary mentioned about the AI and it being a robot and so on. I've had a lot of discussions with people in business and in marketing, and I said, I want to get their feedback. And I said, you know what? I would probably be one of the first people to say, you know what? I don't want to talk to a robot. I don't want to talk to AI. But it's been in use for a couple of years. We never realized it. This is the thing that's going to happen. Even if we don't want to communicate with, quote, the AI chatbot, in the end, by the end of 2025, we all will be doing it. Whether we like it or not, when we call the dentist office, when we call the auto shop, whatever we're calling, or if we're online, chances are it will be AI taking that initial call and setup and then transferring you to a live person, which totally makes sense. And we've talked to a lot of business owners. They say, well, I don't know if I need it. We look at it as cost efficiency. If you had somebody taking all of those calls or doing the online chat, typing away with their fingers there, you would be paying somebody a salary with all the bonuses, the dental benefits, health insurance, and so on.
Good point.
And you look at it and say, well, my goodness, I could have a AI chatbot do all of the work for probably my health insurance costs for that one employee, let alone the salary. So a huge cost saving, plus the efficiency of it is you get more dental patients, you would get more jobs to do kitchen cabinets or whatever your business is. It really leverages the AI, and you'll really get excited about it once you start using it.
What came across my mind as you were saying this is, if I'm saving serious money through this, probably I could afford maybe to pass some of that savings on to my workers.
Oh yeah, if you could reduce your staffing, quote, the front end staffing, which is unfortunate for a lot of receptionists and people who just take calls, is that you can reward somebody either through a bonus program, increased salary, those types of benefits. The other thing is when you're using that technology, the AI especially on your site, combined with all of the other things that we're doing, is you're going to find that Google and all the other search engines are going to reward you, that you're going to actually have more exposure online, whether it's your social media marketing or like we were talking about with the Facebook and Google ads and Instagram ads and TikTok and so on, is that you can propel your business a lot further. And again, a lot of customers, clients, and patients are going to be looking for somebody who's at the the leading edge. They're not looking for somebody that's stuck in the 1970s. They're looking at somebody, okay, if they're doing this, chances are their back end, in other words, whatever they're providing for a service, is also up to speed.
The thing that I've noticed, because I'm in the real estate business, I deal with different generations, from baby boomers clear down to first-time home buyers,
Mhm.
etc. Well, the thing that I like about what you provide, most baby boomers like the regular Facebook. So your ads go onto Facebook.
Correct.
A lot of millennials, etc. They're doing TikTok and they're doing the different other strands of Instagram, and
Yeah.
and those ads are going in that area as well. So you're really covering all the generational differences that a customer falls into. So
Oh, absolutely.
you're covering the whole gamut.
Yep.
And I'm thinking how difficult it would be for a normal, and again, I'll go back to the auto owner, the mechanic owner out there. He's trying to do all the different jobs and assign the positions to his workers. And oh yeah, and I got to call back Chuck Wagon and Pete
Yeah.
Moss and Sally Mander
Yeah.
and all of those
Yeah.
people. And this happens automatically.
Oh, absolutely. The good thing about it is, and what you just mentioned about the callbacks, we even have the system set up so that they can have a text message go back or an email reminder, just to make sure that there's nobody drops the ball. In other words, whether it's a scheduled appointment or a callback, that's all covered largely through AI and the automation that we do.
Well, you're a gold mine out here. This is a great service that you provide, and of course on the video we'll have all your contact information. So Randy, thank you very much for coming in and agreeing to this interview.
Right on. Thanks a lot, Gary, and we look forward to working with everybody here in Lane County, across the state. And hey, if you're in another state, just give us a call too.
All right. Well, again, I'm Gary Raze with Eugene Spotlights. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, you take care.